Coad, thank you for the Australian 50, man. Appreciate it. OF girls, the internet lasts forever. What happens when your son or daughter goes to school and everyone is laughing and circulating your pics and videos around fast money, slow problems? Men do care about your past.
Honestly, I think it doesn't really matter. You know, there's just, I mean, everyone's out there doing something. And
what?
You know, everyone watches porn, so why?
That's not true either.
Well, a lot of people do, and I feel like it doesn't really matter, you know. Like, some
so if everybody
just
throwing around a lot of generalities,
there's plenty of people in really healthy, really good relationships with children,
with their mothers who
and do
porn.
adult film, and it doesn't matter. I think for everyone it's different. We all have like different boundaries and things we're okay with, you know. But
your kids,
it is what it is. If they find it, they find it. I'm not gonna I'm obviously gonna try to make sure they don't. But if they find it, whatever, you know.
So if everyone jumps
they would
off
find
a cliff,
it by their
that's
peers sending it to them.
That's really different.
Do you realize that they would find this by other kids sending it to them?
Then I feel like that says a lot about the parents of the kids who are doing that. Like, why are you bullying a child? And also,
kids are mean.
Yeah.
Bullying is a thing.
Then the parents should do a better job and teach their kids to stay in fucking line.
No, I mean,
literally.
Bullying is like a natural socialization tactic that is never going to be eradicated.
But also, like, you're not your parents, and I feel like I'd rather get bullied for something my parents did than for something I did.
And I feel like in the future, when we do have kids who are old enough to find out about it, OnlyFans is pretty mainstream now, so there's going to be a lot of other parents or a lot of other kids who have parents that have done OnlyFans as well.
I think you're massively overestimating the...
I mean, it's
not
pretty popular. A lot of people signed up for OnlyFans during
your
COVID.
future children are unlikely to go to school with other people, with other kids whose adults did porn. It's extremely unlikely, and it's way more likely that they would get bullied.
What are you basing that on, though?
Did you not get bullied in high school? None of you guys got bullied in high school. So you think that behavior is somehow going to change with the new generation that comes up behind you?
No, I don't think it's going to change.
Then why do you think your kids are not going to get made fun of?
I think it says a lot more about that child who's bullying.
It doesn't matter.
What consolation is that to your child who's experiencing bullying then?
You guys talk about this amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
It'll still happen regardless. No, you can try to shield your child from all the craziness that's out there. But there's going to be individuals
my child will be laughing at them in our nice-ass house, driving home in their nice-ass car,
and
with their nice-ass clothes.
Okay, and then you'll live with the consequences of, possibly...
I think that just says a lot about our society as a whole. That people are so mean and messed up, and I think
it's always been like that, though. Bullying has been around forever. I think it does
says a lot about society when women just goes to sex as their first only choice, as, oh my God, I need to have a way to survive, so let me just sell my body and my pictures and...
No matter what,
off of that.
No matter what,
see anything wrong with that? Nothing at all.
All girls are gonna get sexualized whether they like it or not. We're just choosing to monetize it.
So do you care about the repercussions that come with it?
Like there have been many sexual comments I've seen about you.
Like my
parents, that's fine, but they don't know me. I don't. They can say whatever they want.
That's
saying just the reality of society.
And the reality is, people are probably jacking off to your Instagrams right now.
I don't. Nicolette. Good luck, because all my shit is mostly commentary on politics. I don't show that, and I'm trying.
It doesn't matter.
Nicolette.
Okay, so you think these kids are going to matter about your kids when they go to school and they see your pictures all plastered? You think those kids are going to care about your feelings?
Honestly, though, like my parents dressed me in velour tracksuits, and I think what they did was worse than if they had an OnlyFans.
But it's not your parents picking on you. It's society picking on you.
Nicolette, I think that you're making a huge mistake in saying, I'm going to be sexualized against my will anyway, so I might as well do it myself and monetize it.
Why don't you just feed into
you
the
can't
patriarchy?
deny that that's not, that is like spiritually and emotionally corrosive.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my life. So
okay, I guess
money doesn't equal happiness. I know it's cheesy to say it, but like, if you have kids, they might drive home in a nice car and have a nice house.
Is it really worth
But that's not going to console them.
I might not even have kids in the future. I'm living my life for myself right now. I don't even have these imaginary children that we're talking about. So I'm just going to live my life how I want.
So will you care? I guess the whole thing is, will you care what people say then about you if you decide to keep going on with this content? And do you think that you are in a right to say that you can't speak to me like this because, hey, this is your own free will. You did this yourself.
I'm not saying they can't do it. They can do it. People can do whatever they want. I don't really give a fuck what people do. I'm going to do what I do, and I don't really give a fuck what other people do.
You're consenting to being sexualized. Your future children, if you have any, do not consent to this material being public and available for other children to use as a bullying bludgeon against them.
Well, honestly, anything you do can be used against your children.
Literally,
like us
people are going to bully
right
regardless.
And you don't think that one is worse than the other?
Exactly.
You don't think that, being on a podcast and talking about dating culture is like a little less embarrassing for a kid than their mother sucking dick on camera? Really?
I mean, I guess, but
there are degrees to this.
It is.
Yeah,
I feel
objective.
There is degrees, and I feel like people should just be taught to not bully. And I mean, obviously, you can't control what other people are doing. You can just control how you react to it. If I have a kid one day and they're getting bullied, I can take it to a private school, I can do homeschool, or I can just go and just tell them to ignore it, or go up to the kid and be like, don't bully my kid.
And haters aren't happy.
At least you're knowledgeable on that. At least you're willing to accept that consequence. I just think it's crazy to not even contemplate accepting that consequence as something that you're literally putting out for the whole entire society to see. It's never going to go away. Me being a programmer, I know this. It's never going to go away. It's out there.
I'm not ashamed.
Me neither. I'm okay with it.
I'm actually really proud.
Me too.
Well, I think this society could do with a little more shame, especially around issues of sex.
Are you saying that we should bring... oh, hold on.
M. Martin super chatted $100.
Thanks, Martin.